Obviously, looking at the performance midweek, maybe not the result you would have wanted, just given the chances you created. But how much does that performance against another good Champions League side give the players?
Yeah, I think it's a level that not many of us have competed on, so we're trying to grow and improve every game. Wednesday night was no different. I think, apart from probably the 10 minutes beside their goal, we had a real strong control in the game with and without the ball, so it was a strong performance, and just trying to be a wee bit more ruthless at the top end to take the chances we're creating.
What does it do for your game and your development on these Champions League nights, playing in these high intensity games against top opposition?
Yeah, I think all of us are aiming to improve every game, every session, and playing in the top levels hopefully going to accelerate that process, because you're up against the best. The elite is probably the best, or it is the best club competition that you can compete on. So we know that we need to be right at it for every game.
Greg, obviously you got the Scotland call-up as well this week. Obviously, Andy Robertson been injured. Do you see that as you go into this camp in real confidence and with a chance to kind of get some minutes and show yourself again?
Yeah, we've got a big game Sunday first. All focus is on that, and I've always touched on, if you are performing well for your club, international recognition takes care of itself. So focus on Sunday, try and put on our best performance of the season, and then focus on international football after.
Do you feel that these Champions League games, and obviously you set up a few chances in midweek and played well again, you feel that your confidence is rising even these last few weeks?
I think as a team we are in a good place. We've domestically been really strong, and in Europe the performances have been there. With the next 4 games we've got in the Champions League, we aim to turn them performances into a few more positive results.
Now, Greg, you might not have got the win that you're looking for the other night, but certainly give you confidence that you can get out the group as one of the 2 places.
We had a strong performance, as I touched on. Apart from the 10 minutes round Shakhtar's goal, we were good. We know it's a real high level, as I've touched on previously there, but it's a level that this club should compete on, and I think it's a level this team can compete on. So we're aiming to do that, and we've got 4 more opportunities to show that we belong here.
And just on the international front, Greg, am I right in saying it's a few years since you had your last cap? Is that right?
No, I played in Armenia in the last game there, so don't worry, I'll forgive you.
But just to follow up from Gavin's question, do you feel like you're kind of a real chance with Andy out now?
Andy's obviously playing at the highest of levels at Liverpool, and a top player and top captain, so it's difficult to get opportunities for me. But if the manager decides that I'm deserving of one, it'll be a massive honour, as has the other 7 times.
Hi Greg, just touching on the last 2 games against Madrid and Shakhtar. Obviously great performances, but not the result you would have been looking for. What's been the biggest learning curve going into your next game?
I think how ruthless these sides are against Shakhtar. We didn't give many opportunities away, and they come away with scoring a goal and a good goal. And then against Real Madrid we had chances, but when Real Madrid had theirs, that they take them. So I think we know that's why it is the Champions League, it is the best level, so we know that that's what we need to do for the next games we have.
And just looking ahead to Sunday, coming out off the back of a Champions League game, is it difficult mentally to switch from that, having missed a week in the league, to go into Sunday's game?
No, I wouldn't say so. I think every game's an opportunity to get better. The managers stress that every day, and also that we know a club this size that you have to perform every game. It doesn't matter if it's Champions League, Cup, League. There's no chance that you can't give 100% and put 100% in the game.
Hi Greg, you've touched on this a couple of times so far about the fact you've been creating a number of very good opportunities in these big European matches, and obviously you've been scoring goals for fun domestically. Is it just about being a bit more clinical at that very, very top level, and is it just a case of you just keep doing what you're doing, and the goals will also start to come at that level too?
Yeah, definitely. I think the chances we've had, it's fine lines. It's not like we're missing a like bundle that are just tap-ins, etc. Like it is good chances, but equally it's not by much. We have a strong squad all competing to get the opportunities to, when they're in these positions, to take them.
It's been a brilliant start to the season for you so far. Perfect record on the domestic front. How important is it that you can maintain that and take that positivity into the international break?
Yeah, definitely. The reason that we're getting to compete on the Champions League level is because how strong our domestic form was last year. So we know it's so important. We're 6 games in. There is a lot of football to be played, but all our focus is on St Mirren, trying to make sure it's a strong performance and that 7th one.
Hi Greg, another top performance the other night in Warsaw. Just to ask you, does it maybe show how far Celtic have come under 𝗙𝗂𝗋𝗄 𝗃𝗂𝗋 so far that fans and even players are frustrated with a draw away in the Champions League?
Yeah, we're aiming to improve the whole time since the manager's come in, and I think we've did that. We know there's improvements still to come, but for a club this size, I think it's important that we do compete at the top level. It's where we want to belong, and it's where we do belong. So we're eager to show that within the next 4 games and try and get the results to match the performances.
It's been 2 Champions League games before this international break. Is the time after the international break a good period of time to try and put performances together, both domestically and in the Champions League, but before the World Cup starts in November?
Yeah, there'll be a lot of boys, unfortunately. Ourselves won't be there, which is disappointing, but there'll be a lot of boys eager to try and make their squads for the World Cup, I'm sure. So, as I said earlier, if you're doing it for your club, which is the most important thing, then international recognition takes care of itself. So yeah, hopefully all the boys' focus is for that.
Hi Greg. Do you think it's important that the squad finish off for the international break as strong as possible, coming away with 7 out of 7 league wins? Obviously with the game against St Mirren on Sunday, it'd be a vital 3 points considering coming off of a European game where we could have took all 3 points, but it's important to bounce back after that. Do you think the squad will be looking to do that as best as can?
Yeah, all our focus now is on Sunday. We know it's an important game. It'll be a difficult game going to St Mirren, so we want to, as you touched on, finish strongly before going into the international games, and then when we come back from there, continue that strong form.
And do you think, with obviously, we could have took all 3 points on Wednesday, do you think maybe later on in the groups we could be, looking back on this game and thinking we needed to be more ruthless, and that's what we could maybe work on?
No, I think we've got 4 opportunities to show that, as I touched on, that we do belong. We aim to put on the same performance levels and better, because we're always trying to improve, and we've got 4 more games to do that. There's not a lot of looking back. There's not much, unless it's to improve, there's not much help or use in it.